Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's afternoon for me. I think it's a little bit into the evening for Edward. Good day to everyone from wherever you're watching from. I have fellow business owner Edward with me here today, and we're just going to have a little chat about our business. Edward is from British Columbia, and I'm really happy to have you here today, Edward.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. As Crystal says, my name is Edward. I'm from a small town here in British Columbia, and yeah, I used to be in construction. Well, I kind of still am, but until I recently basically threw out my back, and right now things with my back and everything aren't going too well, and I'm really glad that I have this online business. Because without it, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Exactly. So, so you got into the online space from construction. What was the reason for you getting into the online space, Edward?
Easier. Well, I can't really say easier. It's being in construction is a very demanding job, both physically, mentally, emotionally. Just like recently, 2 years ago, one of my brother, who I work with, had basically a mental breakdown because of the stress of with today's economy. He priced out the job and he undercut it. And by paying everything else, where he was a little bit out. But being in construction is very stressful. It's does a toll on your body. I've been doing it for over 40 years.
Yeah.
And I have smashed my thumb several times. I've cut myself. I've fallen off the walls. I've done numerous things to my body. And finally, well, after 40 years, and that's enough, I guess.
Yeah. So you were looking for something different, something easier, like they said. Well, easier on your body for sure. That's.
I didn't mind it, but one day I came across one of my mentor now, but I came across their ad that was on Facebook back in 2018.
Yeah.
And it just caught on to me and realized something that, well, I've always wanted over the years. I've looked at, Facebook, and I've seen these ads, I've seen this, I've seen that, but
yeah,
they caught my eye, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to try this, and well, been in it since.
So what caught your eye about this business? Like, what was it that really attracted your attention to this business? Because like you said, there's lots of ads out there. There's lots of online opportunities that you can do. What caught your eye about this opportunity?
I guess I could say family.
Yeah.
I'm a very family oriented person. Thanks to my father. He showed that family matters more than anything. And that's basically what's going to be my motto is family always comes first.
Right.
Now, I had actually being in this with in here, you are a family. Like,
yeah, the community
in here is so overwhelming that people are so friendly and you become friends with them, and they share their ups, their downs, and we're very big, tight-knit community, and it's more like it's a family.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, no, that's great. And another thing that I liked about it, because I had no experience when I started the online space at all in the online space. So the training and the system tools that were offered, it gives you that foundation to start your online business. What did you think about that?
That was the best.
Yeah. Mhm.
After I joined, the training was easy. It was step by step.
Mhm.
And coming from a person, personally myself, with not that much of an education,
Mhm.
that I find a lot of things hard in my life. I could build a house, no problem, because I've learned over the years
Right.
I could build a house. But coming to the training, it was so easy, step by step. I had no worries about it.
Right.
And it was almost magical. It was so easy that even somebody like me, understood it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome to say because, like you say, construction is very physical, and you're doing a lot of practical work. Let's say outside, doing a lot of, and you learn it over the years. And here it's more book work, right? Like as long as
Yeah.
you, but it's all video based too. The training, which I love. So you can watch it and see exactly what you're supposed to do. So that's probably why you were able to adapt to it so well. Yeah.
It was the videos.
Yeah, exactly. Video
Um,
training. Oh, I agree. Yeah.
because I'm a hands-on person.
Yeah.
I have to learn with these. If I don't learn with these, then they don't work well.
Right.
But doing the presentation of watching the training videos
Mm-hmm.
and going step by step is the ultimate way of doing it.
Right.
And
Exactly.
my mentor, like any question I wanted, it was like, okay, I got a question. I don't understand this. Okay. And then being personal like me would be frustrated trying to figure it out himself. Okay, well, I got to figure this out myself because I'm a man, I got to,
Yeah.
But doing it and having a personal mentor, like you get a personal person actually to ask any question you want.
Yeah.
Like I came up to her and I says, well, I don't know if I can do this. I'm having trouble with this one. And she walk it through with me. She'll take the time. That's the beautiful thing about this community. Any question you need, any question you have, just ask it.
Yeah.
And it will be answered.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be afraid. Like my problem was I was always afraid to ask a question.
Right.
I was afraid to say, okay, well, I don't want to, I can do this. I can figure this out myself. If you try to figure out yourself, it means that if you get it yourself, then it's okay. But there is the problem of you getting it wrong
Yeah.
during the time. But
And it's unnecessary with our community, like you said. Like you have a mentor, you have a coach, and the whole community. If neither one of those are available, you just send a message to somebody else, and they'll be more than happy to help you out as well.
Oh, that's right.
So
the community here.
The support is definitely there. There's no two ways about it, and that's one of the things I love about this business. So were you skeptical at all? Were you wondering whether this was a legitimate business when you first started? And if you did you research and really look into it to make sure? Like, what did you do?
Was I skeptical about this business?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I can honestly say I wasn't.
Yeah.
I have looked into, during the years, I've looked into a lot of programs.
Right.
And this one here, looking at that ad, that Facebook ad on that one, I looked at it and it just hit me. It's like, this has got to be real. And then once I got in there and signed up and then did my call and talked to my mentor one-on-one, then it's like, wow, this is real.
Yeah.
This is legit. It ain't somebody trying to come up to me saying, well, on the phone, like you get calls on the phone. It's like, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. She was upfront, answered any question I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
got rid of all my skepticism
Or questions. Yeah.
or questions.
Yeah.
And from there, it was, once I got into the community, it was relaxing. It was like, boom, like there's no way this cannot be what they say it is. This is legit. This is more legit than anything that I've ever thought of, dreamt of, or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Edward, and I have the same feelings about the business as well. It's been, and once you get in, but you have to, you have to get yourself into the community to actually see
Yes.
The results and what's happening, and the different stages. Like, everybody's on their own journey and has their own reasons. Like with you say that family is very important. You wanted to get out of construction. You wanted something that was a little bit lighter. So you got a lot of the things that you were looking for, which is wonderful.
Yes.
And myself, I didn't have anything put away for my nest egg because I was a single mom. So, that kind of satisfied my why. And of course, my family is very important. I think family is important to a lot of people, actually. And having that extra time for them is very important. And just owning your own time and being able to schedule your own time. Now, you said you've had a back injury. You can take the time to take care of yourself and go to your, medical appointments and really take the time to get your health back to where it should be, where in construction you wouldn't have that luxury.
No.
Correct? Yeah, because it is a very physical job, and you just wouldn't have that luxury.
I had my older brother a couple of years ago. He fell from the roof. He cracked his collarbone twice, punctured his lung, his spleen, everything.
Goodness, that sounds dangerous. Yeah.
Him, like, that was his eye catcher. That was his, okay, well, and even my other brother, like, I could tell you stories like nobody's business on construction. My brother falling off 2 stories and falling, and nothing happened to him.
Yeah.
Like me falling. It's like,
I'm so happy that you joined the online space and you're working on getting your health back to where it should be. And if you're out there watching us, whichever page you're watching from, either mine or Edward's, just contact us. Well, there's a complimentary webinar you can watch or information session. And you just have to log into our websites, and we can make sure that you get that, the website, so you can register with your name and email address. And that's how you get started. And once you get into our communities and see the different success stories and everything that's happening, you'll be convinced as well. But you have to take the steps in order to get into the community. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Edward, for your time. I really appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day.
you too. Take care, everybody.